US and EU to announce beef deal at White House on Friday. US President Donald Trump will formally announce a deal to open up the European Union to more beef exports after the bloc carved out quotas from other nations earlier this year, people familiar with the plans said. U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer and the European ambassador to the United States on Friday will sign an agreement to increase the amount of American beef that can be sold in the EU market, the people said, speaking on condition of anonymity ahead of the announcement Friday. Trump's daily itinerary for Friday includes an announcement on EU trade, though the White House did not specify what the event was about. A White House spoke, American farmers will be entitled to almost 80% or 35,000 metric tons of the annual EU quota on hormone-free beef over 7 years, with an initial allocation of around 40%, European officials in June. The Trump administration, according to people familiar with the announcement, Lighthizer called for the formal signing ceremony in an attempt to show progress on the bilateral trade agenda. The quota was set a decade ago to settle a transatlantic dispute over an EU ban on meat from cattle that were given growth hormones. WTO rule. The announcement comes as Trump feuds with Europe over some trade issues, particularly with France. Trump has threatened the US and EU are working on a limited trade agreement that would cut industrial tariffs but have reached an impasse over whether to include agriculture in the negotiations. With assistance from Josh Wingrove. To contact the reporter on this story, Jenny Leonard in Washington at jleonard67 at bloomberg.net. To contact the editors responsible for this story, Margaret Collins at Collins45 at bloomberg.net, James Mager. For more articles like this, please visit us at Copyright 2019 Bloomberg LP.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.